to State Street in Fremont, Ohio, where the annual Cruisin State Street event is held, where people from all over bring their cars to drive down State Street and show them off, have fun, peel out, rev engines, do whatever. There are so many cars, people, and things to do and meet and see during this event that I can in no way properly capture it all. However, I tried my best, and here is the look I got at the event. All the cars here are so unique and amazing. The variety that you get here is pretty awesome. There's cars like this Jurassic Park Jeep, which is so unique and amazing, but let me have someone else explain why.
It's a 1994 Jeep Wrangler YJ, modeled and replicated off of JP29 in the Jurassic Park film. Featured in 2 movies, Jurassic Park #1 and #4, the first Jurassic World movie. Pretty movie accurate, only missing a couple of things, but it's a lot of fun.
The cars aren't the only thing you can see and happening during this event. All down the street, other places are having their own events, whether it be boxing, photo booths, food trucks, or a pinup contest like you'll see in full here. There is plenty to do at the annual Cruisin State Street.
Making their final preparations, so if you're interested in watching the pinup contest, come on up to the front of the stage. We'll get that started here in just a couple of minutes. Welcome for our MC for this year. Let's hear it for Paula Love.
Thank you very much, everybody. Are you guys ready to see some pinups? Last year, the pinups had an opportunity to raise some money for a prize that we call Miss Congeniality, and they raised money, if I'm not mistaken, for the local police department. I can't remember. I think that's what it was. The K-9 unit. So this year we had an opportunity to raise some money for a little bit of a different charity. This year's charity is the Fremont Wreckers Boxing Club. So thanks everybody that was able to donate, and I would like to hear a little bit about them.
Hello, I'm Coach Joe Laughlin. I took the gym over 6 years ago here in Fremont. My dad ran it for over 35 years. That was Coach Buddy Laughlin. He's probably coached a lot of you guys out there. We're non-profit. We don't charge the kids to become a member of the gym. They just got to show that they can give me their sacrifice and be there every day. We got a really good group of kids. I said every kid that comes in that door is a really good kid. A lot of kids can't afford to be in football, baseball. It's $400 a year. Cheerleading. I had a daughter that was in cheerleading, $500 a year. We don't charge the kids, and my dad never did, even before him. The boxing club's been in Fremont for over 70 years. I'd say closer to 100 years. But I thank Fremont for coming out and supporting the club. And as always, you guys are always stand behind Fremont, the Fremont Wreckers. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. Everybody that's able to donate and help them out, thank you so much. It means a lot to those kids that maybe don't have the opportunity to be able to spend money to play in sports. And plus, I mean, who doesn't like to get to punch another kid in the face and not get in trouble, right? So, okay, first thing I'd like to do, I'd like to introduce you to my judges this year. The first judge that I have is Miss Kristen Lindsay, who is our 2022 winner for the Fremont Cruisin State Street Pinup Contest. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Amber Atomic. Amber is part of the Steel City Rockabellas Pinup Club in Western Pennsylvania. And if you have any interest in anything pinup in Eastern Ohio or Western Pennsylvania, that right there is the girl that runs the shows. If pinup's something that you have any kind of an interest in, please find any one of us that are judges, MCs, any of us that are hosting the show. We'd love to have you get involved next year. My next judge I'd like to introduce you to is a really close friend of mine that I've known for a super long time. Her name is Deanne Weesey, and Deanne is a collector of World War II vintage airplanes, and I'm not talking about RC. They have how many? A dozen or so World War II era airplanes in their entire fleet. So she has some really cool stuff and a lot of knowledge about World War II era. So thank you very much, Deanne. Last and definitely not least, a very close friend of mine that has been involved in pinup for better than 8 years, 7 years at least, since I started, Miss Elle Claire. Miss Elle Claire has not only been involved in pinup in the Toledo, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Pennsylvania area. We travel all over. She also is the owner and operator of Patsy Cakes and Confections. So if you need some baking done in a pinup style, that's your girl. Guys, the judges don't get paid, they just come and volunteer their time. So it's a really big deal to me that they drive from so far away. Some of these girls are from 3 or 4 hours away to help out with this. Without further ado, how about if I introduce you guys to some lovely ladies? Please help me welcome first to the stage, Miss Amanda Darr. Amanda has loved pinup culture and vintage cars forever. It's totally in her blood. Her dad owns a '54 Corvette that's been completely restored. He drove it from California in the 1960s, so classic cars have been part of her family forever. She recently moved back to the area from Cleveland. Now she works as a medical assistant at Port Clinton, where when she isn't flouncing around in a dress, heels, and a poofy crinoline. Thank you, Miss Amanda Darr. Okay, Amanda, bear with me. I'm gonna dig out my questions here. Tell us where you're from exactly.
I live in Port Clinton right now. I'm from Fremont, born and raised.
Okay, I have a question for you. If you had to decide, would you say that you are more of a gin and tonic or more of a Diet Pepsi?
What about a Jack and Coke girl? I think that's me.
Okay, Jack and Coke, there you have it. Thank you so much, Amanda. Okay, help me welcome to the stage number 3, Miss Lindy Lamour. Lindy loves pinup because it has afforded her the luxury to travel to exotic locales such as Wisconsin, Indiana, Kansas, and now here to Fremont, Ohio. Lindy may look sweet, but she has a wicked sense of humor that always shines through. In the winter months, Lindy enjoys ice skating, playing hockey, and in the summer months, if she isn't on the golf course, she can be found lounging around in her vintage pool or cruising with her beau in their 1969 GTO Judge. Okay, Lindy, tell us where you're from again?
Port Huron, Michigan.
How far away is that from here?
Normally it was said it was going to be 2 hours and 23 minutes. However, there was a parking lot on I-94, so it was 3 hours and 12 minutes.
See what I mean? They come from a long ways away. Dressed in the car. Makeup in the car?
No, hair and makeup in the car, and a dress in the McDonald's, where I ran into 2 other lovely pinups that were in the stalls and wouldn't get out so that I could get changed.
Perfect. I always say if you're traveling, skip the rest stops, use the McDonald's. They clean their bathrooms really well. Here's my question to you. Are you more of a sports car or a hot rod girl?
I would say, I guess, a hot rod. I really love muscle cars and, well, you know, GTO. And listen, I hear one right now. But for real, I really love the sound of the engine and where it's just a pleasure to drive and they just kind of float down the road. And it's where, as opposed to what we drive today, where it's to get to point A to point B, it's just a joy to drive those muscle cars.
Thank you. I have to agree. You know, I have a couple of muscle cars myself, so. Help me welcome to the stage, number 4, Miss Chloe Marie. Chloe is a 20-year-old dog groomer with a major love for all things retro, from the 1930s to the 1980s. I have to interrupt this one. Isn't it fun how those of us that are old enough to know what real retro feels like, look at the ones that say 80s are retro? Okay.
Don't say anything 20 years and older.
In her free time, she loves biking, baking, and learning to sew. She's newly engaged and planning a traditional old Hollywood-style wedding. Please give a round of applause for Miss Chloe Marie. Okay, Chloe, here is your question. Would you say that you're more of a vanilla cone or a banana split kind of girl?
Well, I don't want to say vanilla because then everyone will be like, oh, you're so vanilla. So I'm going to go with banana split, keep things interesting.
Thank you. Round of applause for Miss Chloe Marie. Okay, please help me welcome to the stage number 5, Miss Alexia Noel. Leg day for a 25-year-old Fremont Alexia native Noel. You may recognize her from the local library programs or events as her mermaid self. When out of the water, she loves to create art, mostly animal or pet portraits. She will be attending the Tiffin Academy of Hair and Design in late fall with hopes of becoming a nail technician. While having the stage, she would like to encourage you to learn about and bring awareness to, can you say that for me, please?
You learn
Buffalo syndrome.
And POTS, 2 chronic conditions she and many others have experienced daily. Okay, Miss Alexia, here is my question for you. Would you say that you are more of a rose or more of the thorn?
I think we should have a bit of both because it's definitely required for all situations. Sometimes you have to be a rose and be as sweet and kind as possible, and other times you have to show just enough thorn to get yourself through it.
Thank you very much. Okay, let me welcome to the stage number 6, Miss Katie Crowell. Katie is 34 and lives in Bayville Township. She's a fire wife and a proud mom of 4 kids aged 2 to 20. When she isn't busy being a mom, a wife, and a nurse, she loves to thrift. A good deal at Share and Care is always the best. They also have a 4-H family and enjoy being active in the community. She has grown up around hot rods and muscle cars.
And she's pretty sure their dad bleeds oil from his hobbies of building cars from the ground up and hanging out with her kids and teaching them about engine parts. I put away the questions. We just came up with these 5 minutes ago. I don't remember.
For the record, my dad is here. He is right over there.
All right.
And 2 of the kids are here.
Here's my question for you. What is your favorite car?
So, my favorite, since I was 16, I really thought it would be cool if I had a Prowler. 16-year-old cruising around, top down, 2 seats with a Prowler. Since I've been older, I like more classic cars. So, my dad has, like I said, always had cars. I love them. I would really love to own a classic GTO.
All right, thank you so much. Please help me welcome to the stage number 7, Miss Rana Camille. So many reasons why Rana loves pinup: the hair, the makeup, the dresses, and the jewelry. But the real reason this glamour doll decided to make pinup her life and brand is the girls. Besides feeling like she is... Hold on. I got a big mouth, that's a loud car. Besides feeling like she could take on the world while wearing red lipstick, it's her girl gang that takes her to the next level. Yeah, sometimes that level is just trying things together, but they make it look classy, sexy, and timeless while doing it. They love to move in the direction of confident sass and real boss moves. Together, they own the world, and Rana is here to benefit from its riches. So, Rana, who is your pinup inspiration? But you can't say me. It has to be somebody else. Go ahead.
I mean, you are my best friend. But, not that it shows today, but my inspiration comes from Elvira. That girl knows exactly where it's at. Hair as high as the heavens, and heels as tall as I would love to be. Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. Please help me welcome number 8. I'm going to try and say this right, and she's going to correct me if I'm wrong. Miss My Shy Island. Did I get it? Come on up. Tell everybody how you say your name.
My Shayela.
My Shayela. Okay. My Shayela, which translates into her name in another language, is actually Michelle. Her husband, who suffers from social anxiety, feels that her personality would be fun for this pinup competition.
Apparently she just kind of thought it was an excuse to get her to another car show, though. So go figure that. She's actively involved in the drama ministry, so she loves to dress up and turn on her unique personalities that fit each part. She wishes to respectfully dress up in World War II bomber girl, dress up like a World War II bomber girl, in the memory of a very special war veteran that she met in the nursing home. For his 100th birthday, she saved enough money to put him on an old bomber plane at a fly-in breakfast. That very same day, he went to heaven. It was very beautiful. So this outfit was inspired by her friend. Okay, I got a question for you. If you had to tell the judges, do you think that you are more of a gin and tonic or Diet Pepsi?
I would say I'd be more of a strawberry daiquiri kind of girl myself. But yeah, can everybody bloody hear me out there? I'm telling you what, we need to get some new batteries for this microphone, eh? But yes, I would be a strawberry daiquiri girl because I like the cherries on top. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shayela. Please help me welcome, now that the microphone's working again, number 9, Miss Mary Jane. Mary Jane is a mother, office nurse, a foster mother to an entire herd of fur babies. She's a makeup artist and a motorcycle mama. She once was abducted by aliens, but don't worry folks, there was no probing involved. They just needed an extra euchre player. When she's not at work, she can be found creating special effects makeup looks, collaborating with photographers and models for photo shoots, riding her motorcycle, or just hanging with her son and her herd of kitties. Okay, how about this? Do you think that you're more of a sports car or a hot rod girl?
I'm definitely more of a motorcycle girl because I love some wind therapy and just to ride and clear my head. It's a perfect day.
Thank you very much, Mary Jane. Okay, number 10, Miss Callie Chaos. Callie spends her days hanging with firemen and her toddlers. And to be honest, there's not much difference in the attitudes of any of them. She likes to think her professional title should be chaos coordinator. Her hobbies include gardening, seeing friends, going on adventures, and playing her violin. She enjoys pinup mostly for the camaraderie between the ladies. The crowd is always so supportive in making everyone feel famous and wanting their pictures. So find her after the show for a photo, everybody. Okay, Callie, what is your favorite car?
So that's a trick question because it's probably gonna be the vintage Seagrave at Ashland Fire Department because that gave me my first love for vintage, honestly. But if I had to pick a car, 69 Nova, because I've seen some power behind it. So.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Callie Chaos. Okay, number 11, please give me a warm round of applause for Miss Leah Osborne. Leah was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's a dirty little town where I'm from, too. I mean, not that kind of dirty, we just have a lot of dirt roads. This is where she runs her cleaning business and enjoys performing with her band. When she isn't tearing up the stage, she can be found also riding her motorcycle, camping, or just simply spending time with her family. I got a question for you. Would you say that you are more of a rose or more of the thorn?
Oh, I would have to say I'm absolutely the thorn. I am the warning that you will respect the beauty at all costs.
Excellent. Thank you so much. What do you guys think? Do you like our pinups? All right, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna have to give me about 5 minutes to tally up some scores. And all the girls had an opportunity also to raise money to acquire votes for a title of Miss Congeniality. I don't have all the totals exactly, and I might not have all those, but I do know that I have the winner who raised the most money for the Fremont Records Boxing Club. So if you guys will give me about 5 minutes, I'm gonna get some tallies, and I'm gonna bring all these beautiful ladies back up here and show you who the winners are.
All right, it looks like we're ready for the results. Ladies and gentlemen, please another round of applause for our MC for the pinup contest, Paula Love.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you to all the ladies. Some of them made some really long trips, some of them are local, some of them are first time, some of them are very experienced. But I can tell you this, it doesn't matter if you've done one, if this is your first rodeo, or if you've done 25 of these things. It is a big deal to get up here, and these girls spare no time or expense for what they put together for you guys. There's nothing cheap about the way that they put together their outfits. Some of them are actually handmade. I know a couple of the girls up here sew their own outfits. I know some of the girls buy true vintage. Sometimes they thrift them. Sometimes they spend a lot of money because it's something they really want. Some of us travel from hours away. So it's a really big deal for them to get up here. And to get up in front of this many people is a big deal too. So please give them one more big, huge round of applause as I bring all the ladies back up on stage, please. Okay, as I told you guys before, the ladies all had an opportunity over the last couple of weeks, and especially today here at the car show, to go around and collect money to help win votes for Miss Congeniality. So this year's winner of Miss Congeniality is number 5, Miss Alexia Noel. It's no small feat to go and ask strangers for money, I promise. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. Do you guys have a favorite? Yes, no, maybe? Okay. We need a drum roll. is number 3, Miss Lindy Lamour. Lindy's gonna get a little swag bag along with all the other ladies. She's gonna cry for a minute. We're gonna give her this really super nice sash, and also she's gonna be taking home a little cash today, like $1,000. So if this seems like something that you might be interested in next year, I'm going to assume with the same sponsors, we're gonna have the same kind of prize money, we're gonna have the same kind of sashes, we're probably gonna have a crown next year, and we're definitely gonna have a pinup contest. So if you have any interest in doing it, please get a hold of one of us or Shelly. There's a lot of people here that can give you information. But most of all, please come out and support your local girl gang. Thank you again. I'm Miss Paula Love. Have a great day.
So if you are a car enthusiast or just want to get out and have some fun, try to make it out to the next annual Cruisin' State Street in Fremont, Ohio. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave you guys be with some unedited footage of cars cruising down State Street. Thank you so much for watching.